What's up, everybody? I'm Damien. This is Sam.
Hey, everyone.
We are two of IGN's big retro gamers. And Sam, you've made a retro find here.
That's right. We got the Super Retro Trio. There's a little 3 for the O. It's actually 3 old systems in one. So we're going to show you what's inside this box.
So this box will
What
play
it does.
NES, SNES, and Genesis cartridges.
That's right. 3 different old school cartridges, and with an adapter, which we also have here, it plays GBA games.
That's pretty cool. So you can play GBA games on your TV.
That's right. So it's kind of interesting because I'm just going to set this aside. In the box itself, you get the console, but you also get some their own controllers, which are unique. So let's do the console first.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, it's got the red
pretty
black
light.
color scheme. Yeah, it's kind of funny because you can actually legally make certain systems now, like SNES and NES and stuff like that. Like Nintendo stopped, prosecuting, people that were making those because I guess the rights went up. So now you can just make these, and you can just combine them all and just make these crazy Franken devices like this one.
I like the black and red. Like it's a cool color scheme.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad, and it has a nice video output on the back for everything you might need to hook up to a contemporary TV. It doesn't have the old coaxial hookup like you would have on an NES, the gray box.
Yeah.
But it does have RCA and S-Video. I don't know if you have S-Video much anymore, and it runs on one power supply. Now, well, I love that plastic smell that's wafting off that thing right now. It's like it just came out of the factory.
The power switch here just goes from off to Genesis to Super Nintendo to NES. I like how it has a reset button too.
Yeah. Let's show people how the games get stuck into it too before we move on. What do we got first? We got Genesis. All right, this is gonna be the best game ever. Okay, we got Aladdin plus The Tick plus Mega Man 2.
There you go.
And that is the perfect combination for my ideal game.
Can you just leave these in here, like
I
when
guess
this is
so,
on,
because
when
you can switch it up.
you
It
can just
says
switch
specifically
between
on the
each
box it reduces clutter, and I can see why now.
Yeah, right. You can just store 3 games.
So,
in it.
and while we're doing that, I can show them this, which is the Super Retro Advanced Adapter, sold separately. This thing allows you to not only play GBA games on this thing, apparently, and we did hook one of these up in the office. You can hook up, you can put this in any Super Nintendo and play GBA games.
Including this one, right?
Yeah, let's take these guys out. Yeah, it's just like, why did this come out in 1998?
I know.
It would breathe new life into my Super Nintendo.
So GBA cart goes right there.
You know what's weird? So it powers itself, it looks like, but then this is an audio or AV cable that actually comes out the side.
Yeah, there's a little.
Just for GBA games, not for anything else.
Yeah.
Anyway, thought that was kind of wacky.
That was really cool.
So let's see where you put in the controllers.
Where do you
It's
put
gotta
it?
be somewhere. I think this thing might.
Does this open up?
Yeah, it must.
Oh, weird. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Wow. Yeah, there's a lot.
Quite a bank.
A lot
I
going
can
on
already
here.
see what's going on here. So let's test out. Here's the controllers for the 3 systems that we just happen to have because we play old games here all the time, especially on Throwback Thursdays. Am I right?
Of course. Now it does come with its own controllers, right?
It does. We'll get to those, but you can put your Genesis in
which one?
here.
This is the Genesis
Two of
one.
each port.
Yeah, that's really nice.
pretty cool.
So you can just leave it all connected.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Man, I love these old NES
Yeah.
connectors. So
Just blowing
chunky.
them. We got a Super Nintendo hookup here, and it even has some switches in there. Can you read those switches and see what those are all about?
This is to switch controls, Genesis to NES or SNES.
Okay.
And then there's
Does it have the Super Retro Trio?
NTSC. No, dude. There's not a switch for that one.
Huh, interesting.
Interesting, yeah. Where does the?
But they go into
what are
the Genesis
connectors?
ports.
Oh, they just have Genesis ports.
Yeah, check this out. All right, so this is the actual controls that come with
Yeah, look at these.
the Retro bit. Here's an unwrapped one.
And you were saying they feel pretty good, right?
Yeah, they're obviously based on the Genesis controller. Just kidding. They're based on the Super NES controller, and they're kind of similar, but the buttons stick out a little bit further. They're just never going to be the same. But the D-pad's really, really similar, which is hard to do. I like that. These are a little clicky. There's some pointy plastic parts around it. This one's been well worn down over the years by my hands, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, it's a little bit light. It doesn't feel,
does feel
exactly
pretty light,
right, but this does work for all 3 types of game, and it goes into the Genesis ports. It's the same as the Genesis. And what's interesting is that that's the same controller port that an Atari 2600 uses. So if you ever don't have an Atari 2600 controller, you could put this in it and play Smurfs.
Sure. That's what you definitely want to play.
Well, we didn't reduce much clutter.
I know.
But the only other things that comes with this package are the 2 controllers. It comes with 2 controllers. It's kind of awesome. And then it comes with, what do we got here? Just the AV cables. one
then-
AV cable.
And then just a power supply, right?
Yeah, generally, yeah, no power supply. So that's it.
And if you were playing a GBA
Fully
game,
unboxed.
you could use any of these controllers to control the GBA game?
Yeah,
Or does it
I
have to
used
be-
SNES controllers on an SNES to play a GBA game.
Okay.
But my mind would be blown if I used a Genesis controller, so we gotta try that.
I don't know if that would work. Anyway, so Sam, how much does all this set one back?
So this actual Super Retro Trio console, which you can play all three games on, three types of games on, is $70. However, the GBA adapter is $40, but you can get them together because it's sold separately. But you can also get them together in a package for $90 total, so you save $10. So
Is there like a release function? I feel like the cartridges are hard to get out. You have to like go Hulk smash on this
they
thing.
always were. I think
to
that's
take these
because
out.
the pin connectors are so nice and
Is that what it
new.
is? Yeah.
Yeah, no blowing.
Yeah, speaking of blowing, are the NES cartridges going to work on this?
Yeah, they should, because the only flaw with the original
was actually
Nintendo
in
was the
the-
pin cartridge. Was the pin slot in the one that the
Yeah.
original console.
Yeah.
Actually, the top loader even fixed that, so it should
Right.
be okay. But those games get dirty. Clean your games, people. I think that's about it. What's on the other side? Is there anything secret? No, no expansion ports. All right. Well, that's the Super Retro Trio. They've done a couple other Super Retro systems. This company, Retrobit.
It's available now, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll have to plug this in and start playing some retro games. So look for more retro content coming soon here on IGN.
Yep.